I always say, if you're not giving me an A, give me an F. You giving me the worst grade in the world, worse than an F, is a D. Because with the D, even though we love the D over here, you know which D I'm talking about. But with the D, oh, my coffee looks so good.
It does.
That don't even look like coffee. That's not even coffee.
The way the whipped cream is running down the side of the coffee.
That is over.
The white stuff is run down the side of my face from time to time.
That looks really good. Your coffee looks good.
That's my coffee.
If I drank coffee, I would drink that.
That looks like coffee.
Y'all hire clowns as if you were running a circus. So you get a circus and you hire clowns. Anyway, moving on.
Take it from the people who play cards for him. He be cheating.
No, I only cheat on Uno. Only Uno. Only Uno.
Uno, Tuno, Luno, he is a cheater.
Everything.
If you cheat,
See, they say you probably look. He said you probably do cheat. He do.
If you ain't cheating, you ain't trying.
I'm out of here. Bye.
OnlyFans so that you can look at the longer videos and you can go in the comforts of your own little room at the boarding house, rent it home, grab your little Albaline and smoke it out for as long as you want it, playing it over and over and over, the long videos of Malik's long peen, because you have an infatuation with his long peen. I am certain that at this point you want him to shove his long peen somewhere inside of your body. I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
The devil, and the devil was fucking up here.
Here he goes. Here we go.
Y'all wasn't gonna make me the oldest one on here.
You did not send me a text, a link.
I did.
I do have to say, Ty, you were in the group chat on Instagram, whatever Instagram that was.
Wait, what? Kenny? Love you down. I don't have no problem with Kenny. I like Kenny. But Kenny girl. Kenny girl. Kenny girl, we did not think he was nobody's straight. Neither did we think he was nobody's top. At best, verse. If I stretch, maybe if I stretch, I might give you verse top. I'll stretch and give you verse top. But you do know that we had already deduced that you like to have spoons dipped into your sugar bowl, right? We had already. I mean, I don't think there's anybody. Even DeAndre, who professes that he's the top, and Archie, who professes that he's the top, they profess to be straight tops. You ain't gonna get me to believe that they had a spoon dipped into their sugar bowl every now and then. Like the least about JG.
Yeah, no, that's a tough one. Well, definitely what I like the most about David is
y'all girls need to understand. Girl, you had a bust down. Girl, y'all had a one night stand. Y'all got drunk one day. Y'all had a one night stand. It was good that night because you was drunk. Probably if you was sober, you gonna be like, girl, this wasn't even that good. But girl, you was drunk or coked out or a combination of the two of them. Whatever the fuck y'all do down there to the LA. Y'all had a good bust down. It was what it was. You should have kept it moving. Hello. I'm here. I am here. I am present. I apologize. I kept having to push it back and back and back. But I just came from No Kings rally here in Atlanta, and I had a wonderful time. Yeah, I went to No Kings. I'll talk about it because we do have No Kings in the Sugar Spike segment, so I'll talk about it more then. But that's why I kept having to push it back. I was caught in traffic. I'll talk about it more then, but I did I wanted to make sure I made my way to the No Kings rally, and I did. And I still got on fraternity shirt. I didn't even get a chance to take it off. But it's fine. It's fine. Anyway, I'm just glad to be here, y'all. I had a wonderful time. I feel like I got a couple shades darker while I was out there. It was a little overcast, but it was still kind of hot to me. It wasn't too hot. It was still like in the upper 70s, so it was bearable, but
I definitely sweat a little bit. Anyway, when the sun was out. So, but yes, we are here. I did not get to do all my segments. I'm just missing one segment, really. And hopefully y'all will forgive me for missing this one segment. I think y'all will be okay. Because I came home and I was like, I'm not completely I just got home maybe about 30 minutes ago, y'all. Yeah, and like I just got home like 30 minutes ago. And so I was trying to rush to get everything up. The last minute stuff, and then I looked and I was like, you forgot a whole segment, El Teddy. You cannot push this back any longer. And so that's why I didn't get the other segment done. Anyway, we'll be fine. Yeah, we'll be fine. We're gonna have a lot of fun like we always do. I really want to go back out there because I was having a listen. Can I tell y'all I was having a good time? Down to the No Kings, I was having a good ass time. Down to the No Kings rally. Anyway, y'all hit the like button. Y'all know I'm starting late. It's a whole lot of other lives going on. People got a lot of shit going on. And YouTube ain't gonna do me no favors. So if you would, sir, ma'am, please hit the like button, share the video out, do all of the things that I know that you know how to do. All right, got great palate cleanses, got a great year for this day in music. Gospel music feature. Hopefully we can make it through it this week. Hopefully. My hat just feels off. Has my hat been off all day? God, I hope it hasn't been off like this all day. Anyway, y'all, I'm here. Let me say hey to y'all and then we can get started. The Informed. Hey, hello, sir. Terrence, what's good, bruh? Yeah, we're going to be in Virginia Beach in a couple weeks. We're going to be in Virginia Beach in a couple weeks. Yeah. For the nuptials. Hey, Tracy C. Me and Tracy C are getting our livers together for the cruise. Mm-hmm. We're getting our livers together for the cruise. Happy Saturday to you too, crazy homebody girl. Go ahead, make that money. Don't let it make you, Terrence. But we'll be here. What's good, bruh? Tarshell, what is going on, ma'am? Tracy W, how are you? DPG is in the building. Demetria is here. It's Honesty. Hey, what's going on? Spicy Original is here. Uncle Jay is here. Green Girl is here. Antonia is here. We all here. And listen, I know it's a lot of homecomings going on this weekend. I know FAMU's homecoming is this weekend. I did not go. Now I see all of the pictures, and now I'm kind of mad I didn't go. But I chose not to go because I'm boycotting because they suspended Joe Bullard, our announcer for the March of 100. Anyway, it's my cross to bear. Nevertheless, we're here. Hey, Sharice. I ain't even listen. I went down there and I said to myself, okay, I'm gonna leave. I'm gonna just be here for like an hour or two. I'm gonna leave and then go get something to eat and rush home and do Silly Saturday. Baby, I stayed way longer than I was supposed to. Didn't get nothing to eat. Got stuck in traffic. Had to use the bathroom. It was a mess. And nevertheless, I'm here. Still ain't even ate yet. I hydrated though. And I had one of these out there with me, and I had another one, so I'm drinking another one right now, but I still ain't had shit to eat. But y'all know what I'm gonna get when I get off of here. Y'all know what I'm going to get, right? Y'all can go ahead and donate to the crab fund right now, because y'all know we gonna have a good ass time, and y'all know we going to get us some crabs. So go ahead and donate to the crab fund. Go ahead. We we going to get some. I'm just saying. Anyway, If y'all ready to get this party started, put a shondo in the chat. I ain't gonna hold you. I ain't gonna we're not gonna belabor the point. We got some things to do because I am hungry. I'm real hungry. I'm real hungry. Okay. Hey, Miss Bay Thing. What about the 18th, Miss Bay Thing? Today is the 18th, right? Yeah. Child, convocation is always convocation, though. Demetria, convocation is always good. Always. No, I ain't paying you no mind, Demetria. Child, child. Hey, Janae, what's going on? Montrez, what's good, bruh? Montrez, we got a good year for this damn music. We have a great year. I just looked at it just now as I was looking at everything. Ooh, every song 10 through 1. I know every single song. From the rooter to the tutor, from the bottom to the top. It's a great list. A great list for this day in music. Great list. So lay around for that. Anyway, it says the 20th. Oh, let me change that. Oh, child, y'all see, y'all listen. I set up the live while I was out there, so that shows you, where my mind was at. I set up the live while I was out there. A mess, just a damn mess. Hey, itty bitty, what's going on? So, it looked like y'all ready to get started. So if y'all ready, I'm ready. I ain't even ready, baby. I ain't even got the dossier up. Okay. I'm talking about if y'all ready, I'm ready, and I ain't even got the dossier up yet. Lord. Lord. Let me get that up. Anyway, see what we got here. But I really wanted to stay, y'all. I was tempted to change Silly Saturday till tomorrow, but I said no because I was out Thursday and Friday. And so I said, nah, let me get on to the get downs and make sure I get there for my people. But I was having such a good time. I really wanted to stay, y'all, but I couldn't. So we're here nevertheless. All right. Let's do it. So it's time for my favorite segment, the hashtag ABCs. For those people new here, new in the building, and don't know what the hashtag ABCs means.
ABC. A bitch can't. A bitch can't get a hit. A bitch can't get on the charts. A bitch can't get a Grammy. A bitch just can't.
A bitch just can't. A bitch just damn can't stand whatever it is we see. We looked at the headline. We saw that it was way more than we wanted to deal with on this great Saturday. And we just strolled on by because a bitch just can't. Can't and won't. And sometimes we, at the end, we just say, go with God.
Go with God. Go with God, Crispy.
This can I tell y'all something about this David headline with that Celeste girl? Until I don't have energy. I don't have every day is something new. Every day is something until the LAPD formally arrests that man. I don't want to hear no more. It's like this slow drip and slow leak of, oh, we got a private investigator. They found this. Oh, she was at his house. We all know and believe that that man killed that girl. Why he is still not arrested is beyond my level of comprehension, which is why I don't want to see no more headlines on it. Vovo, hey, Cookie. A bitch just damn can't. A bitch can't. I can't do no more. Hey, Pinky Tiki, I don't want to know no more until I see formal charges against the David guy and stuff, and y'all put him in Gucci Bangles. I don't want to know until y'all put the Gucci Bangles on him and throw his ass in jail for killing that girl. I don't want to know. But we all know the LAPD ain't shit anyway. I didn't know who he was either. I didn't know who DVD was either. When I first saw it, I was like D4VD. I didn't know. I thought he was like somebody who likes venereal diseases. Like it was like D4VD. I was like, who's for venereal diseases? Like, how did we get here? And then somebody was like, no, it's David. I was like, is that supposed to be David? Like I thought it was somebody that was celebrating venereal diseases. I mean, that's what I thought. Y'all could get y'all could say I'm tripping. I thought it was somebody celebrating venereal diseases. I'm just saying. Just saying. Anyway, circle with God. Mm-mm, 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 mm-mm. Nope, 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 nope. Bry, Mr. McKnight, Senior. I don't have time. I don't. He's a vile person. He's a vile person. At this point, I think I've canceled more of Brian McKnight than I have of Aura. Because I apologize, y'all. Moment of self-disclosure. I do be listening to some Aura stuff because it's like the soundtrack of like my childhood and my life. You know, my teenage, he first came out when I was in middle school with public announcement, then high school and college and my 20s and stuff. I mean, he's a pariah, I know, but I still have a couple aura songs that I don't want to let go. I mean, I be listening to Your Body's Calling Me because that's my shit. I mean, it's a couple songs. Oh God. Anyway, but I think I've canceled more of Brian McKnight than I have of Aura. Like you're just a horrible person, Brian. Brian. You're just a horrible person, sir. You could never get that deep into Brian. Brian got some good songs. Like my favorite song is off his second album, Anyway. Oh my God. I remember it was a time I would play Anyway on repeat for like hours. That was my shit. Oh, that song Anyway. Oh, that second Brian McKnight album don't owe me nothing, honey. That second album would Keep It on the Down Low and everything. That second album. Wasn't that the second album, the one we Keep It on the Down Low? Baby, listen. That album don't owe me nothing. No, not anytime, anyway. I know, do I ever cross your mind anyway? No, I'm talking about Anyway. Oh, that was my shit. Anyway. Oh. Oh. It is taking me back, the informed. No, I'm talking about Brian McKnight. Brian McKnight has a song. It says, I never thought I'd fall, but I fell anyway. And I know that I never thought I'd fall, but I fell anyway. Ah, that was my shot. Girl, now Crazy Love was on that album too. Crazy Love was on that album too. The same album with Anyway had Crazy Love on that. I think that was the second album. Wasn't that the second? Because the first album was One Last Cry. The first album was the One Last Cry album. The second album was with Keep It on the Down Low, Crazy Love. Anyway, I think Crazy Love was on the Jason's Lyric soundtrack too. Crazy Love was on somebody else, is on somebody's soundtrack too. I think it was on the Jason's Lyric soundtrack. Somebody check me on that. I think it was on the Jason's Lyric soundtrack too. I think Back at One was on the third album. On the third album. Yeah. I'm just but yeah, Bri, I haven't listened to any of your songs in quite some time. So, but Bri, listen, Bri not that old though, Pinky Tiki. He just had like an old soul almost, but he's not that old. He does have a great voice too, and it's such a shame that he's vile, sir. You making us angry, sir. You're triggering us, Mr. McKnight. It is okay. It is on the Jason's Lyric soundtrack, but it's on his album too. So he was on the soundtrack for Jason's Lyric, and it's on that second album. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Brian McKnight used to sing with Take Six from time to time. Sir, Mr. McKnight, the people are saying go with God.
Go with God. Go with God, Crispy.
Mr. Heck says, I'm on episode 4 of the show though. But Mr. Heck says, you are now calling to have Netflix banned because they are showing the show because of the show Boots, and you want to have the whole network banned because the show about a true story of a man who was gay and in the Marines back in 1990. And you are mad because it's, and all of the Marines I talked to said, yeah, it's pretty accurate. You're upset because you think that Netflix is woke and touting a gay Marine. Is there a problem with there being a gay Marine? Like, I'm really trying to balance these. I'm trying to understand these people. Pete Hegseth is hell bent on running the military into the ground like he has done every other organization he has been in charge of. Hey, Aquaporin, how you doing today? Hey, China White, we ain't that far in, China White. You just in time. Cha. Isn't Oakwood the school for Seventh-day Adventists? Isn't that where the Aeolians are? If you don't know who the Aeolians are a singing group. It's like a gospel choir, choral choir type deal, but it's all black. And it's from the Seventh-day Adventist University. I believe it's from Oakwood University. If that's the Seventh-day Adventist University, Seventh-day Adventists do have a university, and the Aeolians, the Aeolians. If you've never heard them sing, you have not heard singing. Baby, they sang, honey. They sangs. I saw that the Inform. I saw that. Okay, that is okay. If you've never heard the Aeolians sing, oh my God. Every time I hear them sing, they give me life abundant. But they're from Oakwood University, the Seventh-day Adventist University. But Mr. Heck says, go to hell. Go rot in hell, you rat ass bastard. And that comes from Terrence. Terrence said the U.S. military was the most homophonic, I think that's supposed to be phobic, and homoerotic organization I've ever been a part of. Well, then there's that. Um, let me tell y'all something. I saw this headline and immediately screamed. I was like, nope, 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 no. I thought this was like some Halloween jump scare joke or something. Like I thought this was supposed to frighten people. I thought this was supposed to be like a Halloween scare. Child, Demetria, you better tell the people about the aliens down to the Oakwood University. They saying down. This headline is a jump scare. I'm just telling you. Uh-huh. Like, y'all can't even let this man be funeralized yet. And you people are so disrespectful. Yeah, he ain't got no neck. Not one piece of a neck. Not one. I grew up, not grew up, Lord. I used to teach a student. My first 3 years teaching, because I had the same students my first 3 years, because we had looping where I taught middle school and I started at sixth grade and I stayed with those students with sixth, seventh, and eighth till they left middle school. Anyway, I had a student, I can't say his name, I won't say his name, but he had the medical condition where he literally has no neck. And when you look at him, his head looks like it sits right on his shoulder, and it does. And so middle school kids are horrible. Of course, they call him no neck. And so they will always try to make him have to turn around, because when he had to he couldn't just go like that. He would have to turn his whole body in order to look, the other way. And so the kids would like call his name real bad, and they'd be like, Larry, he turned his whole body and like something would fall. They were cruel and vicious, cheering. Oh, I said the boy name. Damn it. He's grown now. Oh well. That was like way back in 2004 through 8. So he real grown now. He in his 30s. Anyway, I saw a clip almost broke my fingers. Child, I'm glad I ain't see one. Ooh, child, please don't let that shit come on my Twitter or nothing. Don't nobody put that in the members only chat. We don't want no parts of this. Please, please. We do not want any parts of this video down to the members only chat. Please and thank you. Let's go ahead and dive into this dossier, y'all. Let's do this belly flop into the dossier. Okay. We start off with Judge Joe Brown. Judge Joe Brown we're talking about what's going on, Mariah Whitney. Hey, boo. Hey, sugar. Oh, I love when you come here. Now, Mariah Whitney, you got 5 more comments. 5. I know you, Mariah Whitney. You got 5 more comments, and then so that's 1. I give you 5 more. I know Mariah Whitney is one of my oldest subscribers. One of my oldest subscribers. Probably my first 10 subscribers. You got 5 more comments, Mariah Whitney. We love you. Wait, what Volvo said? He could be the spokesmodel for head. You know what? Woo. I know you are, Mariah Whitney. That's 1. Uh-huh. You cutting in on your number of comments. That is 1. So Judge Joe Brown and Judge Mathis made the news today. So Judge Mathis had to go in and let have. Did in a recent interview with the Art of Dialogue, Judge Mathis addressed remarks made by Judge Joe Brown, who publicly speculated about Judge Mathis's wife. Judge Joe Brown said, quote, well, I don't know if his wife is a hoe or not. If she takes money, she might be. End of quote. I apologize that I didn't have the video already set up. Hold on, let me get the video for y'all. Hold on. Let me I'll get the video prep for y'all. I was supposed to have the video downloaded and everything. Child, I don't have the video downloaded. Hold on. Hold on. Let me put this over here. I apologize. I should have had this video downloaded. Here's the video. Oh, y'all can't hear. Oh, I'm sorry. Y'all can't hear. Hold on. Oh, because I need y'all to hear that. Hold on. Hold on for a moment. Let me do it this way. Hold on. Cause I need y'all to hear that. Oh. Oh. Okay. Let me start it back over. Cause them fighting words. Oh.
If Judge Brown felt that I disrespected him when I responded to his attack, I apologize.
Can y'all hear now? I hope y'all can hear now.
Because that's not what I want to do. I want, quite frankly, I don't want to fight him. I don't want to go back and forth. I mean, lions don't fight monkeys. It's unfair. And to put it in street vernacular, gangsters don't fight lames. In my case, a OG ain't fighting a lame. So I don't want to fight with him. I want to get him some care. Something's wrong. The man put my wife's name in his mouth in the context of a hoe. When I had mentioned him calling Harris a hoe, and I said he better not say it about my wife, his response next time he came on television was, well, something to the effect of, well, I don't know if his wife is a hoe or not. If she takes money, if she said that, she might be a... Who talks like that and not have any fear? I would have fear of saying that. And as I just told you, I'm fearless. So I think something's wrong. The man is he's near 80, which is about the time dementia sets in, if you're going to get it. If you think about it long enough, folks in that age group, 80 or more, those that talk crazy, you hear them talk crazy sometimes, they say all type of sexual stuff, those typically they have a little dementia going on. Those that don't, you don't hear all old folks talk crazy like that. Those that do have a little dementia going on.
Judge Joe Brown, you may want to leave Judge Mathis alone, because he look like he's ready to fuck you up. I'm just being honest. He sounds like he's ready to fuck you up. Sir, you may want to just leave him alone. Yeah, I that's my advice to you, sir. Leave him alone. Just let him. You might want to keep his wife's name out your mouth, because he said a lion don't fight with a monkey. I'm just saying, the man called you a whole ass monkey. Did he said you're a fucking monkey? Did don't look at me. I don't know what you want from me, sir. Mr. Brown, Judge Joe Brown, sir. The man said you are dealing with dementia. You are removed from reality and cognitive thinking. The man said you're a fucking monkey, and lions don't fight with monkeys. He said your ass should be scared to even bring his wife's name up. I'm just telling you what he said. He said you should be afraid to even bring his wife's name up. Motherfucker, bitch. Don't look at me. I ain't even putting no stank on it. The man said basically, meet me outside. I ain't even putting no stank on the Judge Joe Brown. The man said, bitch, meet me outside. Let's get it. Let's get it. Don't look at me crazy. Sir, do not look at me crazy. I'm just telling you what Judge Mathis said. I got my money on Judge Mathis. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I mean, just fight it out. If he was still alive, I would have Judge Mills Lane be the referee, and we could have all judges in the ring. You know what I'm saying? Put it in the octagon. Judge Mathis on one side, Judge Joe Brown on the other side, and if he was still alive, we would have Judge Mills Lane as the referee. Is that a final, Terrence? LSU got beat by but Vanderbilt's been pretty good in the last few years, so I'm not that surprised. I'm glad UM got their ass monkey stumped last night at home, got beat at home last night by Louisville, because I'm still hurt and I'm still in pain because we done lost 3 games in a row and we still got our and they ain't fired our coach yet. Mike Norvell should not have a job nowhere in America. Don't get me started on college football. Hey, Ravine, Judge Joe Brown, I don't know what to tell you, sir. You might want to tread lightly. You might want to tread lightly, Judge Joe Brown, because you look like you about to get your ass whooped. Sir, go with God.
Go with God. Go with God, Crispy.
In other news, Barbie has made a tribute doll for Debbie Allen. Mattel's latest tribute collection, Barbie, honors Debbie Allen, the dancer, the director, the dreamer, and the living legend, whose story children can now quite literally hold in their hands. Now she's received, Debbie Allen is a multi-award winner. She has a Kennedy Center Honors Award. She has the Emmys Governor's Award. She has so many different accolades that you can't imagine. I mean, the Ayers Allen sisters are 2 phenomenally gifted sisters. I mean, that household had way too much talent running through it. But yes, Debbie Allen, if you want, you can get this item for your black daughters or sisters or nieces or grandkids. I say, listen, go buy the doll. And Christmas time is coming up, and I think this will be a great Christmas gift for a niece or a granddaughter or a daughter, or I think it'll be a great gift. Now the doll costs $43.20, but it's available at Mattel Shop, on Amazon and other places you can find it. But you can get it off Amazon or at the Mattel Shop. We're here for this. We love this. We love all parts of it. All parts of it. Yeah. Anybody going to get one for their as a Christmas gift? The game, I don't think the game over yet. The game probably still going on, the FAMU game, if I'm not mistaken. I think it was a 2:00 game. I think it is, no, it's a 4:00 game. So right now they starting pregame. Oh, I'm glad I ain't going. I'm glad I ain't March. Baby, they just getting out there right now in the heat of Tallahassee. Oh, dear God. Yeah, pregame probably starting right now. That means they about to do slow 1. Oh, no. I can do slow 1. It's bringing it off. That's the problem. Bringing it off is the real problem. Oh, God. Ugh. Ciao. Anyway, anybody buying this? Yeah, go ahead and gift this to our niecey. I think this is a great gift. Great gift. French Montana finds himself in the news. So, according to TMZ, two gentlemen by the name of Justo Abiang and Samir Gatto filed a lawsuit against French Montana this past Thursday, claiming that they met the rapper in 2015 at a show in Geneva, Switzerland. The two men say they stayed in contact over the years with him, and in 2024, they say they made plans to meet up with French Montana in Egypt. Before French Montana got there, the two men claim he asked to trade watches with one of them with Mr. Obiang. Mr. Obiang said no. After Obiang and Mr. Obiang and Mr. Gato, after that, they said they wouldn't trade watches with French Montana. They claim French Montana asked to borrow it for 30 days for Paris Fashion Week. He promised to return it. That was your problem right there. If he asked to switch with you and then gonna switch that to asking to borrow it, you had to know he wasn't gonna give it back. Well, according to the lawsuit, they said French Montana even gave them a watch he said was worth more than $1 million as collateral. Ultimately, Mr. Obiang and Mr. Gato say they never got the watch back despite repeated attempts. And they're also alleging that the watch French Montana gave them as collateral is actually a counterfeit. Well, you don't say. The watch that Mr. Obiang and Mr. Gato claimed they gave French Montana is now actually worth over $1 million, and they're suing for fraudulent misrepresentation, conversion, unjust enrichment, and more. Mr. Obiang and Mr. Gato are asking for at least $1 million in damages. French Montana's attorneys, they said that these claims are totally and categorically untrue, and they plan to countersue Mr. Obiang and Mr. Gato. French Montana is saying that he went to Egypt because he said he went to Egypt because Mr. Obiang convinced him to go, where he did multiple days worth of media appearances and social media postings, and he accepted the watch as payment. Girl, you hate shit. I don't know why y'all got in business with this. Well, y'all ain't even get in business with this man. Why would y'all even believe this man? French Montana say, well, girl, I did a whole lot of appearances and stuff. And I was all over the place with them. They wanted me to come with them. So I thought it was payment. I mean, I gave him a watch. I thought it was real. Girl. Ciao. Listen, y'all should have known that French Montana wasn't worth it. Does he have any money? Does he have any music out? Like I can't name you one song from French Montana. I can't name you one song from French Montana. So I don't know if he even have any real money. Okay, maybe he do. I don't know. According to Forbes, his net worth is $50 million. Generally you can subtract a quarter of that off. So that rounds down to what 37.5 million. So he got it. I listen, I don't know. I don't follow this man, Aquaporin. Baby, I don't know. I don't know what he do. I don't know who he married. I can't name you not one song. Mr. Montana, pay them people that money or get them their watch back, okay? I think you're gonna lose this, Mr. Montana, because if you ain't have no contract saying that was gonna be payment, so you can't just steal people's stuff. You should have took them to court. Sir, I have nothing for you. Go with God.
Go with God. Go with God, Crispy.
From one musical pariah to the next, NBA YoungBoy is in the news. So the city of Atlanta is saying, hey, we ain't giving no damn key to the city to fuckboy extraordinaire, NBA YoungBoy. Now he was in Atlanta recently during a tour stop for his Make America Slime Again tour. And he was in Atlanta, and State Representative Inga Willis, Fulton County Commissioner Marvin Arrington, and Fulton County Probate Judge Kenya Johnson went on stage with him and stuff. So the video started circulating, and they had like little certificates and stuff that they do. So stupid ass people on social media, probably the little kids that don't know no better, just as dumb, said that French Montana received the key to the city because there were city officials on stage with him, presenting him with something. They were like, hell nah, bitch. They said the mayor, the Atlanta mayor's office, the division of the Atlanta mayor's office on the division on film, entertainment, and nightlife said, excuse me, quote, the city of Atlanta would like to clarify recent reports regarding a presentation to Grammy-nominated multi-platinum selling recording artist NBA YoungBoy. While we respect all individuals and agencies who choose to recognize cultural or community impact, the city of Atlanta and the mayor's office of film, entertainment, and nightlife were not involved in this presentation. This recognition was made by representatives of Fulton County and the state of Georgia. End of quote. They then went on to say, quote, to be even clearer, the city of Atlanta has not provided a key to the city in a very, very, very long time, and currently does not issue this commendation. We do hope everyone enjoyed the concert. End of quote. The Atlanta said the only rapper that ever got a key to the city was Ludacris. They said not even little dick ass T.I. got a key to the city of Atlanta. That's what they said. My part, the part that got me was when they said, and I'm not making this up, the exact quote was, quote, to be even clearer. Like, end of quote. Like, bitch, just so you don't get mixed up. So you understand. We ain't get that big shit. We don't even give that shit out no more. Cause ain't none of these rappers worth shit. And we stopped giving the shit out. Cause all you hoes end up being ain't shit ass motherfuckers. And so we ain't giving that shit out no more. That's what they said. Mm-hmm. Baby, I don't listen. Why would anybody give this young man a award? You out here with 35 children and a baby mama and Yaya Mayweather that goes around stabbing your other pregnant baby mamas and threatening the grandmother of another one of your your children. They didn't say the little dick part. They didn't. I just added that. I just needed that. It was for emphasis. It was just for emphasis, Child. Y'all saw the little boy beat up the little arena worker, the little white man that was working the arena, and told him he couldn't go over there. And we showed the video. They say his concerts is a whole shit show, like his whole life. Sir, I have nothing for you, sir. Go with God.
Go with God. Go with God, Crispy.
Sweetie finds herself in the news. Listen, Sweetie, I don't know who you are, ma'am. So if you find yourself in the dossier today, that means that it ain't nothing good. Mm-mm. Now, she is speaking out after a woman who allegedly claimed to have managed her publicly accused the rapper of unpaid debts and unprofessional behavior. In a statement shared on her Instagram story, Saweetie wrote, quote, "These recent accusations made about me are false, defamatory, and deeply disturbing. These claims misrepresent the facts and are solely aimed to damage my reputation. The person never managed me. She was simply introduced to me by my family. Her motives are now obvious. I'll let the lawyers take it from here." End of quote. Look like the lawyers already took it because you don't expect me to believe no parts of you writing that statement, ma'am. None at all. Now, she didn't name the person specifically, but this came shortly after a woman identified online as Maybach May began posting allegations that she previously worked with Sweetie's manager or road manager. May claimed she helped organize appearances for the rapper, including one involving soccer player Jadon Sancho, but was never compensated. She accused Sweetie of using her relationship with the athlete to, quote, avoid paying debts, end of quote, and made additional unverified claims about substance use and industry behavior. In one post, Miss May reportedly wrote, quote, "Sancho, after you done paying and getting tattoos of a he you barely know, run me my money." End of quote. I don't know these people. I don't know who a Saweetie is. I don't care. Hey, Butterfly. Oh, she slept with Offset? Oh, okay. Well, that tells me all I need to know about you. Hey, Tracy C. If you sleeping with Offset, um, yeah, I can't respect. If you let something like that roll up inside your body, yeah, you have other concerns. Ma'am, go with God. I don't care. This is the uh uh founder of Turkey Leg Hut down to the Houston. That's what her name, Nakia Holmes. Well, she finds herself with a mug shot. Hmm. She was arrested on this past Wednesday. And was that Wednesday? I think that was Thursday. No, that was Wednesday, the 15th, and charged with hindering the apprehension or prosecution of a known felon. Authorities allege that she assisted Jonathan Cezanne, her ex-boyfriend, who was wanted for aggravated kidnap and assault. According to Harris County Sheriff's Office, she misled deputies by denying that Cezanne was at her residence, even though he was seen fleeing from the property. What did he do? Run out the back window or something? He ran out the back door? You thought nobody wasn't gonna see him? Ma'am. She is accused of passing a message to him that prompted his escape. She was released on $10,000 bond and is scheduled to appear in court. Well, she was scheduled to appear in court yesterday. According to court records on October 8th, Mr. Cezanne allegedly kidnapped a woman said to be his ex and assaulted her with a tire iron. The victim's son told the authorities that Mr. Cezanne, quote, held her against her will for 6 hours, end of quote. Mr. Cezanne is currently in jail. He faces charges of aggravated kidnapping, a first-degree felony, and aggravated assault of a family member, a second-degree felony. I never get these ladies who willingly take in men who are perpetrators of domestic violence and magically think this ain't gonna happen to him. Like, why would you want to be with a man when you know he around here beating his ex-girlfriend? You think it ain't gonna happen to you? You think magically you gonna fix him and stuff? I'm like, and you thought that nobody was gonna see this man coming in and out of your house. Girl, you gonna do some time for this. Yeah, they're gonna get you over there in Texas. Yeah, you're gonna go away for a little bit. I know you out on $10,000 bond. Ma'am, get your affairs in order. Get it in order. Get it in order. Because you're going to be in jail. Yeah, you're going to jail. You going to jail, ma'am. I don't know what else to tell you. When the police came, your ass was supposed to say, he in the back, he over there in my guest house. Now, if he jumped out the window and started running after that, it's off of you. But you should have said, he over there in my little spare room back there. You need me to get him for you? You need me to call him? Hey, what's the man's name? Jonathan, they looking for you. What happened? You beat somebody? Nah, go ahead and get him. He back there. That's how that was supposed to go. But your stupid ass, now you going to jail. You going your ass to jail. Right on to jail. Yeah, come on in, officers. He's right back here. Her ex-husband did burn down part of the turkey leg hut. After he cut her out of it, you just have bad discernment and bad choicing skills in men. Ma'am, you need to get some better discernment because all the men you end up with end up being ain't shit ass motherfuckers. Hey, Miss Old School, what's going on? Ma'am, you need to do better with picking the men's. Do better. I have nothing else for you, ma'am. But yeah, you're gonna go to jail. You're going to jail, ma'am. You're going to jail. Go with God.
Go with God. Go with God, Crispy.
And with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, non-binary gender conforming members of our audience, it's that time. Oh, yes. I bring to you the late, great Larry Myers to help us usher in our Sugar Spike segment.
You see, this is the part that I like. Major Sugar Spike.
So long, I want to fight. That he gave, his only begotten son.
Major Sugar Spike.
And shall ever believe.
Major Sugar Spike.
They shall not perish, but have everlasting life.
Taste the biscuit.
Jesus! I wish somebody help me.
Jesus! Thank you, Larry. We start off our Sugar Spike segment with the No Kings rally. So, you say run it back, too feisty? You need me to run Larry again? You feeling spiky today, too feisty? Here you go, too feisty. Just for you, too feisty.
Oh, God. You see, this is the part that I like.
Major Sugar Spike.
So long, I want to fight. That he gave, his only begotten son.
Major Sugar Spike.
And shall ever believe.
Major Sugar Spike.
They shall not perish, but have everlasting life.
Taste the biscuit.
Jesus! I wish somebody help me.
Jesus! Thank you, Larry. That'll be all. Larry said y'all ain't gonna be working his voice today. Larry said y'all is not gonna be working him. So like I said earlier, y'all, I went to the No Kings rally. It was at Civic Center Park. That's where they started. Now I left when they started doing the march over to the Capitol building. They because I had to come back and do this for y'all, but I was there for a few hours. And I saw several speakers. I know Senator Warnock spoke when we were at the park, and they were planning to do a rally and not a rally, a march to the Capitol, Georgia State Capitol building. So, like I said, it was a great time. Everybody was peaceful, no fights, no arguments. Everything, went so beautifully. Now, I don't know what happened because once they started to do the march, I left because I wanted to kind of beat the traffic, and I still ain't beat the traffic. I'm still stuck in traffic. But everything up to that point was great. Great speakers, great. It really invigorated me about the fact that a lot of people are not just going to sit idly by and just let this stuff happen. Y'all know I'd be over here screaming from the rooftops that we could not sit idly by and let this stuff happen. We have to get in a fight. And far be it for me to tell y'all we need to get in a fight if I ain't out there too. So I was out there today too. I was out there in it. I was wearing my fraternity shirt and I was out there in it today getting it. But I had to get back here to you guys. No, you didn't have to register. No. I just went out there. I looked and saw where it was. They have a website. Let me see if I can pull it up. I know they have a website. Let me see if I can pull up the website. Because I know they have a website. Okay, it's called nokings.org. And on the website, they have a map where you can find the events all over the country. Let me put that in the chat. You can see if they're having one in your area. No, I was not out there windmilling, Tracy. I was not. So yes, it was so much fun today. So much fun. Yeah. So now I know they have several events in several different parts of Georgia. They had the one that was at the Civic Center. They're having another one that started at 2 p.m. in East Cobb, or Marietta area. But they have a map there on there. You could go to the map, click on the map and just go to your area and click on and see what's the closest one to you. Like I said, what's going on, Jason? I really felt empowered. It's a lot of people out there. I was meeting new people and doing some networking and talking to some people and things like that. And I talked to some people and a couple people I was like, I need you to come on my platform so we could talk and so we can network and talk about some stuff. And because there's a lot of people out there, a lot of people in the fight, a lot of us black gay people were out there. All of the different parts of the diaspora were out there, and it was great to see. It was great to see. Do not let it be said that at least the one I went to, that it did not have a coalition of everybody. You had white people, black people, Hispanic, Latinx people. You had Muslim people. You had Asian people. You had all segments of the population. You had the gays, the straight. There was actually a Republican faction of people that were there, and they were there. They were peaceful. They had on shirts that said "used to be MAGA," and then "No Kings" on there, and it was great to see. It was great to see. What I hope with all of the No Kings rallies is that I hope this lets people know that they need to be more invested and more involved. Here's my concern. My concern for our community is when we continue to tell people, yeah, let them do that. Yeah, let the white people go out there. Yeah, we don't need to go out there. Then you end up being removed from the conversations. You end up looking like you're not vested in the fight. And so that's why I get real I would say check the site, Crazy Homebody Girl. I'm not sure. I'm not saying everybody has to go out there, but I was glad to see a lot of Black people out there. So there isn't this appearance or perception that we're not in the fight, because we absolutely um, are in the fight. I'm not saying that there aren't any plants and infiltrators and interlopers there. There are, I'm sure there are, but for the most part, where I was, got this piece of white right here that's bothering me on camera. That won't come off. I don't know what that is. It's gonna bother me. Anyway, um, but like I said, it was at least while I was there, it was very peaceful. But I don't know. It could be a very different thing when they started marching. That it may, I don't know. And from I haven't heard anything yet that happened, while they were marching. So when they started marching, and I left at that point. Um, so we will see. These are going on all over the country, all over the country. I did have some updates. But it was that very empowering speeches. Everybody who spoke today, it was very empowering. They're saying there was more than 200,000 people in Washington D.C. and they rallied near the Capitol during the No Kings rally. Um, I'm just scrolling through all of the updates that I have for it. There had to be about easily somewhere in there had to be at least maybe 15,000 people out there where I was, at least no less than about 15,000 people. They're saying there were tens of thousands of people in Chicago at Grant Park. Mayor Brandon Johnson spoke there, along with several other politicians. Senator Durbin spoke there. Lieutenant Governor Juliana Stratton spoke. Several people spoke there. At the DC rally, I know Bernie Sanders spoke there. I'm trying to get word on the New York City one. Because last time New York City had one of the biggest ones when they had it last time, and so I'd love to see it. All of this stuff will start to trickle in as the day progresses. So it's still early. People are still out there. It's only 12:55 on the West Coast, so it's still early. A lot more to be done and happen. So it was just like I said, it was just great to see. And I had a great time. I had a great time. Great time. So I would say let's stay in the fight, y'all. We got to stay in the fight. We have to let them know that we're not going to die down. If you went in your city, or you have any reports from your city of what happened at your individual New Kings rally, you can. Like I said, I put the link in the chat. Thank you, Tracy, for putting that link in the chat. But please, y'all, like I said, I'm not telling people to put themselves in harm's way, but what I am saying is do not let terror, and this is what this is, domestic terror. They want to make you fearful. They want to rain terror on you and make it where you're afraid to do anything. So, and that by you being afraid to do anything allows them to do everything. If you don't do anything, they will do everything, and they will continue to rain their terror down unabashed. So, hey, Catherine Powell. So we'll certainly be monitoring that situation today. But like I said, I loved being out there in it to when I came home so I could do this live. But I was out there this morning. It was a great time, a great time. and met some beautiful people. Caroline is in the news because she's a vile and decrepit woman inside and out. Inside and out. Do I have her video? I think I have a Caroline video. I should have a, hold on. I should have a Caroline video, don't I? I know I do. Hold on. Where's my Caroline? I got a Caroline video. I have Caroline. Hold on, y'all. Give me a moment. Let me get y'all, because I need y'all to hear her voice. The woman is vile. She is. Oh, I never uploaded it. That's why. Okay. So, let me get these videos up for you. Sorry for the delay, y'all. I thought I had these videos uploaded and I didn't. That's on me. That's not on y'all. That's on me. But Caroline is in the news because she's vile. She's vile. And every day, these people prove that y'all got real mad about Hillary Clinton. The woman spoke gospel when she said that these people are part of the basket of deplorables, because that's what they are. They are a part of the basket of deplorables. Let me let y'all see what Caroline said about all Democrats.
Proved that the Democrat Party's main constituency are made up of Hamas terrorists, illegal aliens, and violent criminals. That is who the Democrat Party is catering to, not the Trump administration and not the White House and not the Republican Party, who is standing up for law-abiding Americans, not just across the country, but around the world. And that's...
Let me play that again in case you missed it. She's talking about all members of the Democratic Party, that this is what they are.
Proved that the Democrat Party's main constituency are made up of Hamas terrorists, illegal aliens, and violent criminals. That is who the Democrat Party is catering to, not the Trump administration and not the White House and not the Republican Party, who is standing up for law-abiding Americans, not just across the country, but around the world. And that's...
The woman is batshit crazy. And the fact that you have the White House press secretary saying that on live television about half of the country. She's saying this about half of the country. Full-throated. Now, Feckless, my Feckless frat brother, and he is my frat brother, and I'm not going to take that from him. I love him. He's my frat brother. However, he woke up from his perpetual slumber, and he had a few choice words for Miss Caroline.
It's a matter of deep concern. Like, we've already seen a rise in political violence and hatred in America. And then you've got swastikas apparently appearing in the offices of Republican members of Congress. You've got young Republicans engaging in the most anti-Semitic and racist speech possible. Like, this is apparently who many of these people are. They are ripping the sheets off in plain view of the American people. Their words, their actions, revealing themselves in so many different ways. And then you got Caroline Leavitt, who's sick. She's out of control. And I'm not sure whether she's just demented, ignorant, a stone cold liar, or all of the above. But the notion that an official White House spokesperson would say that the Democratic Party consists of terrorists, violent criminals, and undocumented immigrants. This makes no sense. That this is what the American people are getting from the Trump administration in the middle of a shutdown. So their actions continue to speak for themselves, which is why they're on the wrong side of public sentiment.
Question on the second.
Thanks. Yeah.
I love what you said, Hakeem. I really do. But I need you to get angry. I don't want you to, I need you to be passionate. I need to feel the passion. You ever been to a church and the pastor start preaching and you don't feel nothing? You don't feel no anointed, no nothing. You don't feel nothing. You just be sitting there like you're like, I know he's saying good stuff, but baby, I don't feel that. You got to feel that thing. And it just seems like it's something missing. Hakeem, we need passion. We need fever. I need you to get mad a couple times. I need you to lose it a couple times. And you'll be over there too fucking calm. And that's why people don't respond to that. That whole basically just said that you and everybody else over here are Hamas terrorists. Illegal. I mean, the woman is vile. And she talked about the entirety of your voting body. And I needed you to come out of your body and let go and let God on her, okay? I just need you to lose it a couple times. Let that be the viral moment and the sound bite. Because you let these people have all of the sound bites and all of the viral moments. And we have to meet the people where they are. They have dumbed down the electorate, okay? They have dumbed down the voters in this country. With AI and computers and being able to Google everything, most of these people out here are cognitively are just cognitively handicapped. Let's just be clear. So you got to meet the moment and meet the people where they are. They are not the intelligentsia like some of us are, and can't, hear what you're saying and let it break through. You got to give them a soundbite. And if that's what you have to do, give them a soundbite, at least that will draw them in. Then you can start to have those other, calm down. But you got to, move the needle, sir. Again, this is what the woman said.
Proved that the Democrat Party's main constituency are made up of Hamas terrorists, illegal aliens, and violent criminals. That is who the Democrat Party is catering to, not the Trump administration and not the White House and not the Republican Party, who is standing up for law-abiding Americans.
The woman said that the Democratic base is Hamas terrorists, illegal immigrants, and violent criminals. She said that with a straight face and works for a convicted fucking felon. A man who was found to have raped a woman. If that's not a violent criminal, I don't know what the hell he is. The man was found liable for raping a woman. The man has been convicted of 34 felonies. And she's screaming about our base having violent criminals and Hamas terrorists and illegal immigrants. Meanwhile, back at the ranch, the largest domestic terror organizations are all on their side. See, you got to meet the fucking moment. You want to talk about Hamas that is all the way across the globe because y'all are fighting in Gaza and Hamas ain't even in fucking Gaza. Hamas has been in fucking Qatar the whole fucking time, and the United States of America knew that the whole time, which means Israel knew that the whole time as well. So it was never about fighting Hamas when they went over there to Gaza. It was about ethnic cleansing. Since you brought up Hamas. But the only terrorists here are the ones that you people cater to over in MAGA, the Proud Boys, and all of those QAnons, and all of the other KKKs and fuck boys that y'all acquitted or pardoned, I should say. They tried to overthrow our government. Shall I remind you of that? See, y'all got to meet these people. Energy. Y'all got to meet the moment. Baby, they will have so many sound bites for me because since we're here, since all bets are off, then all bets are off. I would, if I'm Hakeem Jeffries, I would have started off calm and said, is that what she said? And then I would have went straight hood. That hoe can't say shit about my motherfucking party. Baby, the way I would have cussed, why? What does it matter at this point? What does it matter? You trying to stay all straight laced and buttoned up and put together and try to be Obama light. That ain't getting you nowhere. This establishment, dim, middle of the road bullshit ain't doing shit for you. I'm just saying. Let me move on. OpenAI has now banned the use of Martin Luther King's likeness after viral AI videos have sparked outrage. These people done got out of control. They done had all types of disrespectful ass. And let's be clear. Don't just stop with Martin Luther King. Do it for all of our pioneers and trailblazers, at least in our community. I don't give a shit what y'all do in them other communities. Right now, I just care about ours. I'll let them fight that fight. Because they're not going to stop at Martin Luther King. They're going to go to someone else. I saw one where they was using Rosa Parks. I saw one where they was using Frederick Douglass. Like, they're not going to stop. And you do realize OpenAI is not the only one. So the fact that OpenAI said that they're going to stop or ban people from using Martin Luther King's likeness, that doesn't mean that all of the other AI platforms don't still allow it. Like, these people have had some of the most vile depictions of Martin Luther King Jr. But they said they're going to ban it. We'll see how long that lasts because AI is not the only, OpenAI is not the only AI platform. It ain't going to stop the people. In other news, now I wanted to bring this story to you. So the Department of Homeland Security, y'all, I need y'all to sit down, sit back. Let's dive into this, okay? The Department of Homeland Security is now taking people's intellectual property, their posts on social media, taking it, altering it to use it against us. See, it ain't even safe to just sit at your house and make your own content and not go out there because they will meet you where you are. They'll steal your content. They'll steal your likeness and change it to what they want it to be. Now, do I have the picture of what they put up? Hold on. I do not. Hold on. Let me get the picture. I did all of that setup. I ain't even got the damn picture. Where's the damn picture? That's not the picture. I need the picture. Do I have the picture? Y'all, I gotta have this picture. Oh. No, that's not it. Hold on. Where's the damn picture? Oh, I know what happened. Hold on, y'all. 1 second. Y'all know I was at the damn rally today. A bunch of stuff that I skipped that I thought I did. and I didn't do it. That's on me. That's not on y'all. That's on me. Hold on, y'all. This is my bad. Hold on, y'all. My bad. I thought I had did that while I was at the rally, but I did not. I did not. My bad. My damn bad. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on 1 second. Sorry, y'all. Talk amongst yourselves. Hold on 1 second. I'm uploading the picture now because I need y'all to see this. The picture, you need to see what the picture first to make it make sense. Okay. Okay, there's the picture. Let's download the picture. Picture is downloaded. All right. So the Department of Homeland Security posted this picture on their X account, right? I need y'all to look at this. Let's pay very close attention to this. This is what your U.S. Department of Homeland Security. Let me take the banner down just so it don't cover that. This is what your U.S. Department of Homeland Security posted. They posted these black boys. It says, ICE, we're on the way. Word in the streets. Cartel put a $50K bounty on y'all. Homeland Security posted this and said, fuck around, find out. If you threaten or lay hands on our law enforcement officers, we will hunt you down and you will find out real quick. We'll see you cowards soon. Watch this. Here's the original where they took it from. This is the original TikTok video that they took it from. This is the original. I took the sound off because it had a song on there that I thought I might get copyright claim for. But this is none of that was said. They said, you seen what we can do. Don't say something that you can't finish, Iran. We all ready. United, we all stand. Wait, let me go back. United, we all stand. We want all the smoke. That was they wrote that about Iran, right? That's the original video. The original video, and then this. Your Department of Homeland Security is now weaponizing our videos against us. So now the guy in the front has a mask on. The ones behind him do not. Do you not think that the MAGA nuts won't go out there and dox these young men and have people out here trying to do them harm? Now, the young man had to put a video out. The young man put a video out. Here's the video. It's about 3 minutes, but here's the video.
So I'm getting these mad messages from my DMs and social media and on my comments. And I randomly get a text message talking about a recent video that was posted in my account. I was like, what are y'all talking about? By the way, I'm sick, so if I sound weird, yeah. I get threats daily on IG and everywhere all over my social media all of a sudden due to an old video I posted months ago about Iran. Iran, that was not to be a threat. It was literally a joke, bro. Like, seriously, it's just content. Anyways, once I seen that video that was posted in my account, then I was like, what the fuck? Well, didn't I post this like months ago? Then I seen the caption, and then I was like, wait, I didn't do that. I still got the video saved on my draft from months ago on TikTok, bro. I'm gonna pull it up right here. Now, here's the fucked up part. Federal government is involved with something that I didn't do. Like, what? So this is what they reposted off my TikTok, that video got taken down. So here's what they reposted on their page. Now that video is going crazy as hell on Twitter, bro. Now I'm a threat to the government for something that I didn't do, bro. Now I'm being called a wannabe YN, a wannabe gangster over a video that I didn't caption or I didn't post. So thanks for my followers for letting me know about this, because seriously, this is getting out of hand. Like literally, this is going crazy, viral all over social media right now. Probably might end up being on the news, bro. So my apologies for that contradiction and rumors from happening. I know my First Amendment, but I did not post that video. So to clear that out, I did not post that video, and I apologize for all the rumors that is going around right now on social media about this conflict. And those other kids that was on the video, bro, they volunteered to want to be on the video, bro. I asked them if they wanted to be on the video, and then they said, yeah, they agreed with it. But it wasn't really aware with the caption for the Iran video. But that Iran video trend that was going on a few months ago, I wanted to hop on that trend, and I peeped a lot of people was doing the same thing too. So I wanted to be creative and change my perspective. So then I seen comments saying, oh, what if somebody made a YN type of video? So then I ended up making that video. And then I started getting threats. Like, what? How is it my fault that's what y'all wanted?
We have to be careful, y'all. We have to be very, very careful, because these people will steal our content and change it around and have it become propaganda for their radical right movement. A couple years ago, I had to flag a channel that was over in China. This was in like 2021 or 2022. That it was like a mirror channel of mine. They had all of my videos on their channel where they were just playing, and they had more subscribers than me. It was so funny. It was the weirdest thing. I had to struck the channel, and then YouTube took the channel down. But I remember it's like over in China, they had taken all of my videos, downloaded them, and just re-uploaded them to another channel, and was making money off of my videos. Like, but y'all gotta listen. We have to be careful. This is why there's no such animal as us just sitting back and thinking that if as long as we stay quiet, as long as we mind our business, then we'll stay out of it. No, you're not safe. You are never safe from these people. There's no such animal as, well, if we just be quiet, and we just stay in our homes, and we just mind our own business. No, that's not how that works. You're not safe that way. They will come to you wherever you are. So that story really creeped me out, and I wanted to show y'all that to let you know I don't believe anything that this administration posts. Nothing that this administration puts up. Because for all I know, this is something that they created and made up. We've done stories with them eliminating and erasing facts, with them erasing old reports, with them erasing old scientific documents, with them erasing history, and then creating or fabricating their own version of whatever it is they want, narrative they want to be put out there. So I don't literally believe any of the fuck thing that these people have to say. Here we are. Failed drag queen. Ousted congressman. Former U.S. Congressman John Doe, George Santos, is in the news. Well, he's been released from prison in New Jersey yesterday, hours after Um, his prison sentence was commuted by your president, Donald John. Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's out. The president commuted his sentence. Mm-hmm. Just so you know, here we are. I mean, they pardon people who tried to overthrow the government. Why would at this point just let anybody out of jail? Oh, I'm sorry, unless you're black. I was going to say just let anybody out of jail, but then again, if you're black, that doesn't quite work. Moving on. In more sugar spiky news, 2 veteran federal prosecutors were fired for refusing to bring criminal charges against New York Attorney General Letitia James, further exposing how the DOJ is being weaponized for Donald Trump's political retaliation. Elizabeth Usey, a longtime federal prosecutor in the Eastern District of Virginia, was dismissed yesterday evening, according to multiple people familiar with the matter, after she told colleagues she found, quote, no probable cause, end of quote, to indict Attorney General Letitia James. Her deputy, Kristen G. Bird, was also fired. Um, Miss Yossi had resisted Donald Trump's repeated calls for charges against Letitia James, who has led multiple civil and criminal inquiries into Trump and his business empire. Her firing came despite internal warnings that the case lacked legal merit. Just days earlier, Lindsay Halligan, Trump's former personal lawyer with no prosecutorial experience, secured an indictment accusing Letitia James of mortgage fraud. The case alleges she misrepresented a Norfolk, Virginia property as a second residence to obtain favorable loan terms. James has called the prosecution a political hit job. The firings followed the ouster of Eric S. Siebert, Halligan's predecessor, who resigned under pressure after refusing to charge another of Trump's adversaries, former FBI Director James Comey. Ms. Halligan personally represented Comey's case to a grand jury, obtaining an indictment alleging he lied to Congress and obstructed a congressional proceeding. Both Comey and James have denied wrongdoing. So at this point, if you are a federal prosecutor, you are now being forced to do the bidding of the president. Shall I remind the people that President Obama literally went on the tarmac and had a conversation with the attorney general, and people lost their minds because they looked at that as him looking for favors from the attorney general, and they all touted, the Republicans all touted, that the DOJ is supposed to be an independent agency that does not work for the president and should always be able to do their business without influence from any entity, right? And now the whole of the Department of Justice is being used as personal attorney offices for Donald John Trump. Here we are. Here the fuck we are. In more news. Now, I don't know if this story is good or bad. Depends on how you look at it. The Supreme Court is about to run out of money, and federal courts across the country are expected to run out by early next week because of the government shutdown. The nation's top court expects to run out of funding on October 18th, according to Patricia McCabe, Supreme Court Public Information Officer. That's today. She said, quote, as a result, the Supreme Court building will be closed to the public until further notice. The building will remain open for official business. The Supreme Court will continue to conduct essential work such as hearing oral arguments, issuing orders and opinions, processing case filings, and providing police and building support needed for those operations. End of quote. Federal courts are expected to see their funding dry up October 20th, the Administrative Office of the U.S. Courts said yesterday. That office said, quote, federal judges will continue to serve in accordance with the Constitution, but court staff may only perform certain accepted activities permitted under the Anti-Deficiency Act, end of quote. Accepted work includes activities needed to perform constitutional functions for the safety of human life and protection of property. This and all other accepted work is to be performed without pay. Is to be performed without pay. Is to be performed without pay. And staff members not performing accepted work will be furloughed. And that's according to the statement from the Office of the U.S. Courts. So those that are doing the accepted work will have to do that without pay. All others will be furloughed. Federal courts will be able to perform, quote, limited additional work, end of quote, using court fee balances and any other funding that does not rely on new congressional appropriation. The limited work can be done the weekend before the funding runs out Monday. Additionally, individual courts will determine which cases can continue on schedule and which cases can be delayed. How those courts operate going forward is up to each individual one. If the 94 federal judicial districts is up to each individual one of the 94 federal judicial districts in the country. Future operations could also depend on staffing resources necessary. We ain't nowhere near close to ending this shutdown. So now, this is happening. So now they're going to have to, in a nutshell, they're going to be picking and choosing on the federal level which cases. I'm talking about all of the lower courts, lower than the Supreme Court. They will be picking and choosing which cases they decide to hear while we're on shutdown. Some of these cases will involve this administration and how it is stripping this country of its rights. And what the federal courts, who are now not being funded, will say is, we do not have the money to hear those cases right now. Let me tell y'all something. They are testing the waters of this country. They are testing to see, because let's be clear, we hear all about how the people in a certain country overthrow their government. We hear all about, let's be clear, we may very well have the largest military in the world, but even that largest military in the world is not prepared to fight against the citizens of these yet to be United States of America. That is not a winning fight. And as much as they will tell you that's a winning fight, you turning the U.S. military on its citizens is not a winning fight. Why? Because that's you telling people to kill their own family members. This is getting serious, y'all. This is getting dangerous. This is getting very dangerous. Let's move on. Well, more and more Democrats are stepping in it. Stepping right on in it. So the gentleman that you see there, that would be Graham Plattner. Graham Plattner is running against Susan Collins for her seat in Maine. He's a Democrat. He is a progressive. He is a leftist. Well, a report has come out that has resurfaced some former posts of Mr. Plattner on social media. They have pulled up his some posts that he made previously on Reddit. In one of the posts, he asked why black people, quote, don't tip, end of quote, in a thread of questions users of Reddit have in a thread of questions Reddit users have always wanted to ask someone of another race. So it was a thread that said, what is something you always wanted to ask people of another race? And he wanted to ask why black people don't tip. He wrote, quote, I work as a bartender and it always amazed me how solid the stereotype is. Every now and again, a black patron will leave a 15 to 20% tip, but usually it is between 0 to 5%. There's got to be a reason behind it. What is it? End of quote. You do realize you live in Maine, which has a fraction of a percent of black people that live there. So you making a broad blanket statement about the wholeness of black people based on the minuscule numbers of black people living in Maine is problematic. Let's continue. Reports also revealed that he posted comments related to violence and sexual assault in the military, which he disavowed in separate statements. Political uncovered posts from Mr. Plattner reportedly stating people who, quote, expect to fight fascism without a good semi-automatic rifle ought to do some reading of history, and that an armed working class is a requirement for economic justice, end of quote. The Washington Post reported that he had also posted messages related to sexual assault, casting doubt on difficulties female military members can face when reporting incidents of assault by superiors. Quote, I can honestly say I did not know what the fuck I was talking about. I have been for quite some time on the opposite side of this conversation. I don't want people to judge me off of the dumbest thing I said on the internet 12 years ago. I would like people to engage with who I am today. End of quote. His post began to resurface this past week. He reportedly had previously posted about being a communist and also called cops bastards. He told outlets he joined Reddit after serving in the military, an experience that he said left him, quote, very disillusioned with our government, end of quote, which sent him overseas to watch his friends die. Now, watch this. Hey, D, you would think that this was coming from MAGA and the Republican Party. It's not. My sources are telling me, and I have some very good credible sources. This is Democratic establishment at work. They didn't want Mr. Plattner. They have an establishment Dem there. I believe it's I think it's the lieutenant governor. They got I don't want to misspeak. I thought it was the lieutenant governor. It escapes me right now. But they have an establishment Dem that they want to run, and so the Democratic establishment did what they do. They planted the seeds. They made sure that all of this got leaked as it should. Now, I'm not saying that they shouldn't expose people for who they are, but this is friendly fire. This is the Democrats doing what they do. Remember, this is the same Democratic Party that would give money to Republican opponents of far left or progressive candidates. This is the Democratic Party that would rather have a pro-life alleged Dem than have somebody that's a progressive. This is a Democratic Party that will put tens of millions of dollars into funding a right-in candidate that's an establishment Dem rather than have a progressive Dem in a position. Same right-wing candidate ended up having to resign because they were going to go to jail. Here we are. Here we are. Just wanted you to be aware. The Republican, now we read all of those posts from the Republicans, right? Well, here's the update. The New York Republican State Committee's leaders unanimously voted to disband the Empire State's Young Republicans chapter on Friday after screenshots from a Telegram chat exposed members using anti-Semitic and racist language. The New York GOP chair, Ed Cox, said in a statement yesterday, quote, "The Young Republicans was already grossly mismanaged, and vile language of the sort made in that group chat has no place in our party or its subsidiary organizations," end of quote. Oh. I got a news flash for you, Empire State Republicans, the New York Republican State Committee. Because you get rid of the young Republicans, that doesn't mean you've gotten rid of the people. They're still in your party. Those sentiments, those ideologies are in your party. You can't just disband how people think. These are your people. You can get rid of the young Empire State Young Republican chapter all you want. That doesn't get rid of those people. That doesn't get rid of the fact that those thoughts and ideologies permeate your party. Don't act brand new now because you've been exposed. Let it lay there. That's who you are. I cannot with these people. Child, go with God. I don't have time. Oh, y'all thought there was a ceasefire? Well, here we are. Gaza's media has accused Israel of violating the ceasefire with Hamas 47 times since the truce came into effect a week and a half ago. They have already killed 38 Palestinians and wounded another 143 since they signed the ceasefire. In a statement, Gaza media said, quote, "These violations have included crimes of direct gunfire against civilians, deliberate shelling and targeting, and the arrest of a number of civilians, reflecting the occupation's continued policy of aggression despite the declared end of the war," end of quote. Authorities in Gaza called on, quote, "the United Nations and the guarantor parties of the agreement to intervene urgently to compel the occupation to end its ongoing aggression and to protect unarmed civilian populations," end of quote. Benjamin Netanyahu, meanwhile, said that the Rafah crossing, a crucial entry point for aid, would only reopen after Hamas hands over the bodies of all deceased hostages still in Gaza. However, Hamas said the bodies are underneath the fucking rubble that y'all made, and they're going to need special equipment to remove the rubble in order to get you those bodies. They're saying there's some 50 plus million tons of rubble that need to be removed. 50 plus million tons of rubble that needs to be removed in order to get to the bodies that Israel says that they're going to need to have released to them before they open up the Rafah crossing for aid. You see how this works? This negotiating in bad faith, they never wanted the ceasefire. There was never going to be a ceasefire. Hamas is not even in fucking Israel. I mean, it's not even in Gaza. The leaders of Hamas have been in Qatar and other locations in the Middle East the whole time. When October 7th happened, the leaders of Hamas were not there. You've heard these reports. Oh, we killed remember there was a report about a year and a half ago about them killing the leader of Hamas that was in Gaza? What had happened was he wasn't there. He then ends up coming there to go and assess some things and talk to some people that were holding hostages there. But the people that were holding hostages there, some of them were not Hamas, and the ones that were Hamas were so low down on the totem pole that they were insignificant, and they didn't mind if Israel came in and killed those people anyway because they were so insignificant in the Hamas organization. The actual leaders of Hamas were actually in other countries. Now, Israel had this intel, so did the United States. They had all of the intel. That's why they knew to where to go to kill that person, because they had the intel that he came into Gaza to look at some stuff. This was never about ridding, doing away with Hamas. It was about ethnic cleansing the whole time. And I told y'all point blank, Gaza is not the goal. The goal is the West Bank. That's the real goal. But here we are. Y'all can have this man. Y'all can have this man. Rainbow Coalition Compound. Yes, your turn now. See how what y'all do with this. Snoop Dogg is stepping into LGBTQ plus advocacy following criticism about his past comments. The rapper teamed up with GLAAD in support of Spirit Day, an annual observance dedicated to LGBTQ plus youth. As part of the partnership, he released a new song called Love is Love in an animated children's series, Doggyland. The track features the voice contestant Jeremy Beloit, and aims to teach kids about diverse family structures. Oh, now you want to learn? I'm glad that you're sir, Mr. Brodus. I'm glad that you're trying to educate yourself and be more informed. I don't want it. And y'all can, if Rainbow Coalition Compound, if y'all want to embrace him and kumbaya with him and have all of these moments and GLAAD and everybody is doing this, he making songs now. Let's be clear. They told his record producers told him, bro, you need to clean this up because you about to lose endorsements. You about to lose access to all of these millions of dollars that you've made being over there with Martha Stewart and hobnobbing with the white people and being on the Olympics and all of that. They're not with this bullshit. You need to clean that up. Baby, I don't want it. GLAAD, if y'all want to go over there and play with him, be my guest. I don't want it. I don't want no parts of it. Snoop Dogg is what, in his 60s now? Man, I think he's in his 50s. I think he's in his 50s still. See how old Snoop is. He's in his 53. A 53-year-old man ain't trying to learn nothing new. He is who he is, and he's a bigot. And he's going to put on his Sambo slippers and do whatever y'all ask him to do so that he doesn't lose no money. The black delegation learned when he went over there and placated to Trump that he would do anything for money. So him making these songs and trying to act like, oh, he understands what LGBTQ is not. He does not. He's going to do and say whatever the fuck he needs to do and say to keep the bag. I don't believe any of this shit. None of it. And if y'all want to go over there and play with him and placate to him and have him patronize y'all, be my guest. I don't give a damn. Y'all can have him. I don't want it. Anybody else in the Rainbow Coalition that wants to have him, y'all can. But I want no parts of it. I don't believe none of it. He's going to do and say whatever he needs to do and say to keep whatever endorsements they're telling him he needs to keep. Kiss my ass and die slowly. I have nothing for it, Snoop Dogg. You are who you are. You're a bigot. And I believe you.
Go with God. Go with God, Crispy.
Speaking of bigots. Now, the guy who you see on the right, he's not a bigot. That's Norman Freeman. Social media guy, does all of the skits and stuff. LGBTQ plus social media influencer, Norman Freeman, who does the androgynous stuff, drag in and out of drag and stuff like that. Very famous. Most of y'all probably know who Norman Freeman is. Well, here's the story. According to screenshots from Norman that he shared on X and Instagram this past Thursday, he was basically commenting on someone's wig and their wig line, and the woman said, "Baby, I don't sell to you because you're gay." He says he initially sent a message to the account Anointed from the Head, praising a video that that the woman that owns the account and owns the line posted of a wig, and asking whether it is a blend. Rather than to respond to his question, she immediately pointed out that she's a quote Christian hairstyle. I don't need to quote. Let me show y'all. Here's the receipts. Hold on. Here's the first one. So he went in her DMs and said, "Hi, I love this wig. Wig, hold on. He loved this wig. We just gonna leave you over here, wig. Since it's a wig story. We just gonna leave you over here, wig." So he says, "Hi, I love this wig. Why is it only $155? Is it a blend?" That's what he wrote, right? So she said, "Hey Norman, thank you so much for reaching out to me. I am a Christian hairstylist and I dedicate my work to the Lord. I truly think it's amazing that you reached out, but because of my faith, I won't be able to complete this particular hairstyle for you. Please understand, this isn't out of discrimination or judgment. We are all sinners. No one is better than the next person. But as someone who is striving to walk closely with God and represent Him in all that I do, I have to be careful not to promote or take in anything that goes against His will. I'm not saying this to criticize or condemn you in any way. I'm saying it out of love and sincerity. You have a gift from God, and your true identity is hidden within Him." What? "I believe He wants to do something amazing in you, for you and for His people. God loves you so deeply, and He sees you as His beautiful son." Where am I at? And He believes you, sees you as His beautiful son. He doesn't hate you, but He's calling you back home because He desires to give you peace and healing from the pain and trauma you've experienced, however that may look. You are fully seen by Him, truly loved, and He knows exactly who you are. He wants to bring restoration to your heart, but you also have a part to play in receiving that healing, and that's by answering Him because He is calling you. I'll be keeping you in my personal prayers, and I truly hope you receive this message not as condemnation, but as love, because that's exactly where it's coming from. You are loved, chosen, and have powerful purpose here on this earth in Him, and I see it. And I pray that you may be able to do what is done in heaven for you. In Jesus' name, love you and thank you. She had another post. Where's the other post? After that. Where's the other post? Did I upload? Oh, here it is. Here's the other post. She then, because people started dog walking her, and she said, I forgive everyone who is speaking negatively about me, even speaking death over me. We rebuke that, though. There's no hate towards anyone whatsoever. And I can't tell who is purchasing or anything of that sort. But if there is something that I can do in my power, then I will try my best to do it respectfully. I truly do love everyone, and I pray for all you guys. End of quote. These people are beyond my level of comprehension. I cannot with these people. If that's your story, you could listen. And let me say this. Hold on. Let me put myself back up. Let me say this full throated with the entirety of my chest. If you fall into the category of people that say, yeah, I don't really do you gays, or I'm not gonna let you you're condemned to hell, or oh well, I can't work with you, or I can't be around you, you can't use my product because of your lifestyle and who you are, not because of genetics, but because of your lifestyle and who you are, right? You could just go ahead and unsubscribe now. Just do that. Just we don't we don't need to argue about it. It's no love lost. It's no hard feelings. The exit door is right over. Don't come over here. I don't have the energy. I don't have time to argue with you. I don't have time to explain this to you. I do not reserve space to try to explain to you why you're wrong, why you're actually the one that should burn in hell. Not me. I don't have the space or energy. Baby, if that is the Christianity that you believe, do that. Be my guest. Understand, I don't need you around me. I don't need you around me. Because let's be clear. I mean, did when Jesus was feeding thousands with 2 fish and 5 loaves of bread, did he say, hey, what do you do? What sin do you do? Oh, you do that sin? No, you go over there. You don't get none. What do you do? What is there a questionnaire? I'm just asking. Because if you are looking for someone without sin to wear your garments, if you believe that that's a sin that he's doing, whatever you believe is this sin that he's doing, I guess him existing is a sin, right? His existence is a sin, right? But if his whole existence is a sin for you, ma'am, and you don't want to put your wigs on people that are, in your estimation, sinning, then whose head would it be on? Because it wouldn't even be on your own head. It wouldn't be on nobody in your church's head. Girl, I don't have time. I don't have the energy to break this down for this girl. I don't have this type of energy. I don't have this type. Fran, girl, you hit it right on the head. Baby, I don't have the energy to break this down. I cannot. No, can't do it. Won't do it. Let me go on. In more news, that's sugar spiky. Hold on, y'all. Give me 1 second, y'all. Hold on one. That y'all. I need to go ahead and eat something, honey. I got to take all this medication. And I ain't got nothing on my stomach. That junk gonna tear up my stomach, Lord God. We're gonna eat something good today. We're gonna eat some crap. But Jesus God, I forgot I had to take some medicine. And I ain't got nothing on my stomach either. Still gotta take it though. In more sugar spiky news. So this is a teacher. His name is Anthony Nicodemo. He has been targeted by conservative influencers, lives of TikTok, and doxxed. He put up a poster in his classroom that said fascists fear teachers, and libs of TikTok, the conservative group, libs of TikTok, they doxed him. He's a high school basketball coach and social studies teacher. He became the target of an online harassment campaign last month when Corey DeAngelis and Shia Reichik, who run the account Libs of TikTok, shared a video he had posted and encouraged their followers to contact the school he works at. He told LGBTQ Nation, quote, "I can take the hits. I'm okay. But I'm saddened and I'm fearful for my people in our community who don't have the support of an administration or don't have the ability to handle these kinds of attacks," which is what these people ultimately want. They want us to be quiet and they want to make us disappear. End of quote. Now, Mr. Nicodemo is openly gay. And unapologetic about it. And they're upset that he hung the signs. He wrote, he's in the video when he was posting the sign, he said, quote, "Throughout history, the first group of people that fascists have attacked are educators. People like Stalin, Hitler, Mussolini, some of the worst people in world history were fascists, and they attacked us educators first." End of quote. He's very right. Now, people did reach out to his administration. His administrators did support him. They sent the video to the school website. I'm sorry. Let me take that back. They shared his video. They shared the school website that he works at. They shared the contact information for him. They shared the contact information for his principal and the contact information for his superintendent. So they doxed this man. They completely doxed him. But he's been undeterred, and his administration is aware and they have supported him, and so has his the school board. So shout out to him. But this is what we have going on. In our last story of the day, well, Miss Bay Thang, Nancy got somebody running against her. That is California State Senator Scott Wiener. And I've known Scott, who he is, for a long time. He's very influential in the LGBTQ plus political spaces. Very well known in LGBTQ plus political spaces. But he's preparing to run against Nancy Pelosi for her seat. He's running against Nancy Pelosi, who's been in the House of Representatives since 1987. For 38 years. The woman is 85. He's 55. But he says that he's running against her next. He plans to run to launch his campaign later this month against Nancy Pelosi. I'm here for it. I'm here for all parts of it. So I'm here for it. He tried to file to run against her in 2024, and people talked him out of it. But now he said, yeah, nah, bro. Let's get it. Let's get some. Now, he's not the only one that's going to run against her. Sycat Chakrabarty, the former chief of staff to New York Representative Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, has already entered the race and invested more than $700,000 of his own money in that race. So, yeah, you got some challengers, Nancy. I don't know if you're going to make it out, Nancy. I don't think you're going to make it out, Nancy. Just let Nancy, you've had a great career. You are 85. You just need to go ahead and just, bow out gracefully. You got about 5 minutes left. Nancy, ma'am, you got about 5 minutes left. Thank you for that, G. Thank you for your super chat, and I'm glad to be back. You got about 5 good minutes left on the earth, Nancy. Just go sit down somewhere. You don't want to die in office like Dianne Feinstein, where they was rolling her around. Let it go. God, I saw her the other day yelling at this lady, at one of the journalists who said she went and called the National Guard on January 6th. She was yelling at that lady. I'm like, Nancy, why are you still, baby? She looked like at any given moment she gonna fall out and die. And I'm not trying to be ageist, but Nancy, ma'am, you're 85. You should be at Shady Pines somewhere. Go sit down. All right, now that we are oh God, we only halfway through, dear God, and this is already 2 hours in. This is a great time for you to donate to the platform. We do great work over here, and it is a labor of love, but still a labor. And we'd love for this. Now is a good time for you if you want to donate to the platform. Click the QR code so we can get us something to eat good while we provide you with this great content today. Now, I do not have a Kornaki's Khakis Corner today. This was the segment that I forgot that I hadn't done. I thought I had done it. I thought I had it done, and I didn't, and it just was not enough time for me to do a Kornaki's Khakis Corner today. So we will skip Kornaki's Khakis Corner today, but I will have one later on the next one. For our old school gospel feature, y'all cross y'all fingers that we can get through this. Y'all know YouTube don't see it for us. Okay. We got an up-tempo song this time for our old school gospel feature. It's an old school. Three great singers. 3 great singers singing together. You got BB. You got CeCe. And Whitney Houston. All singing together. It's 1987. The song is Hold Up the Light. The show is Arsenio Hall Show. I bring to you BB, CeCe, and Whitney singing Hold Up the Light.
Hold Up the Light with their good friend Whitney Houston are BB and CeCe Winans.
It's time for all of us who claim in God we trust to take a stand. Oh, let our voice be heard across the nation to every man, every man.
If we are the light, it's time for us to fight for what is right. Hey, we must walk while it is day. Oh yeah, before the fall of night. Voices crying, young people dying, don't know where to run.
Oh yeah.
Some are asking, time sacrificing, time for
I'm sorry, I was on mute. Listen, let me tell y'all something. That was the good old days. Whitney is in full voice. She was still a soprano back then. Cece is in full voice. She was a mezzo soprano back then. Them women was over there singing their hearts out. I told y'all we were robbed of a Whitney Houston album after her second album. Before that, I'm Your Baby Tonight album, we needed a Whitney Houston gospel album. If I had a Whitney Houston gospel album right then, instead of the I'm Your Baby Tonight album, a Whitney Houston album right there, baby, they wouldn't have been able to handle it. We wouldn't have been able to handle it. Baby, they were still in full voice. Whitney could still holler. Cece could still holler. Cece wasn't MAGA yet. She wasn't MAGA yet. She was still with us. She was still with us. They was in full voice, singing their hearts out. Child. Hey, Chef Don. We are glad to see you. How did everything go over there with the I know you had the thing today where you were cooking. How did everything go? Did it turn out good? Because I'm real hungry, Chef Don. I ate all day. And I thank you for coming over here, Chef Don. All the way from Thank you for being here, sir. But yes, child. Baby, listen. Them women was singing back there. Thank you, BBCC and Whitney. Love y'all down. It's time for this day of music. What year do you think we're doing? Did I change the year? Hold on, y'all. I don't think I changed the year. Hold on. Let me check. I didn't. let me change it to the right year. Ooh. Good catch, L Teddy. Good catch. I thought about that thing. I said, I don't think I changed the year. Stupid me. I changed all the other stuff. I just didn't change the year. Okay. There it is. I just didn't change the year. Okay. All right. Everything else was changed. Everything else is good. What year do y'all think we're doing for this year music? This day of music, I should say. What year? What year are you guessing for this day of music? 1977, 2001, 1983, 1980, 84. I think we did the 80s the other day. I think we did what year did we do? I think we did 84 the other day, Volvo. 82. Because yeah, when we did it on Monday, because we had Manic Monday, we did 84. I know we did 84. 02, 98. Nobody guessed it. The closest person was 92. Melinda said 92. The closest person was Janae. The year is 2000. 25 years ago today. These are the top R&B singles. 25 years ago today on October 18th in the year of our Lord 2000. How old were you? Listen, I was a senior in college. It was fall of my senior year in college. Yeah. It was fall of my senior year in college. Ooh, a time was had that year. Oh, Jesus, a time was had, honey. A time was had. We've done every year multiple times. But we did 2000 in about, I think we did 2000 in like May. I think the last time we did 2000 was in May. But the good thing about doing this day in music rather than we used to do the whole year, the albums of that year. The good thing is we can do multiple days because the charts change week to week. Each week, they put out a new top 10 chart, so it changes. So we could always go and look at multiple years. Oh, Sharice got it? Oh, yes, she did. Sharice did get it. Listen, we love Sharice. I didn't see Sharice's comment. Okay. We love Sharice over here. All right, let's see what we got. Number 10. Child. Wifey was a jam. Next, Wifey, listen. Child. I used to get the beginning of Wifey sounded just like one of Jaheim's song. I forgot which Jaheim's song. Child, but Wifey used to be, Wifey was a jam. It was. And then RL used to sing the little high note. Uh-huh. Yeah. You're my wifey. I ain't never know the word. That's why you're my wifey. Just in case. That's what it was. Just in case. The beginnings of them two songs sound just alike. Will you be my wifey? Say you'll be my wifey. Yes, I'll be your wifey. Yeah. Now I ain't gonna hold you. Candy had a single, a solo album that came out this time, that year. She had one good song. Well, she had a couple good songs, but this song right here, "Don't Think I'm Not," was my shit. Bitch, I used to rock this shit like it was going out of style. When you're out in the club, don't think I'm not. Even when you're out making love, don't think I'm not. When you feeling good in somebody's spot, getting hot, don't stop. Just don't think I'm not, cause I'm out getting mine. When you're out in the club, don't think I'm not. Even when you're out making love, don't think I'm not. If you're feeling good in somebody's spot, getting hot. That was my shit, bitch. I said, Candy, you did that shit, bitch. Oh, that was my jam, honey. Child. Used to like you some T-Lo. A lot of people used to like Tweety a lot of people used to like Tweety and Next. But Candy, that was my shit, honey. I think we did play this in the band that year in the 100. We did play Don't Think I'm Not in the Band that year. We did. Because we played this after we played Sammy. I like the way you look at me. I like the time we spend, baby. I'm surprised that ain't make the list. What we have grown to be. I like it, girl. Don't you know I like it? I like the way. I'm sorry. I don't went on a whole tirade, honey. We already jamming and we only on number 9 and 10. I'm telling you, this was a great list. We got a good list today. Number 8, Tony Braxton. He wasn't man enough for me. Nobody knows the words of the verse on it. I have no idea what she says. Why didn't I think him? If you know that this was a jam, Tony. Tony was jamming. Tony was jamming. Listen, I didn't know what that woman was saying, but the shit was jamming. He wasn't man enough for me. Was a bop. Let me tell you, a bop. It was a whole bop. Listen, when I looked at this list, I said, bitch, I know every single song on this fucking list. I want to know what turns you on. Ow! I want to know so I can be yours and more. I want to know. Come on, Joe. Joe is so underrated as a singer. Joe was in his bag. Tony was in her bag. Baby, we are already jamming. We're only on number 7. Listen. Child, listen. Joe is so underrated as a singer. Do you hear me? Child. You say our niece like Joe. Listen, Joe is a great singer. I've been to a Joe concert and he still got chops and still be out there singing his throat, singing from his throat. Joe be singing. That's not, we only on number 7, y'all. We are jamming. Baby, we are jamming. Maya Case of the X. What you gonna do when you can't think on how you gonna do? What you gonna do when he wants you mad? What you gonna do when they can't sing on it? Mm-hmm. She you know I don't know the words, but the song was jamming and it was a bop. And what you gonna do when you can't say Maya's not underrated? I'm not gonna say Maya's underrated. No, I would never say Maya is underrated. Maybe a little overrated. But it was a bop now, Maya. I ain't gonna hold you, Maya. Now, in 2000, Maya probably was at her pinnacle. Somewhere around 2000 to about 2003, I would say, or 2002. Between 2000 and 2002, Maya was at her peak. This is when Maya peaked. She was high yellow. She could dance her ass off. She wasn't all that good of a singer, but she could hold a tune. So she had everything she needed to have. I'm just saying. Somewhere between 2000 and 2002, that was Maya's peak. Mhm. Oh, listen, no more shopping sprees, no more late night fees, no more VIP, no more dough. We can't even kick it no more. Listen, Rough Ends, this was like they only hit. But it was a whole jam. Listen. It was a listen, this song was everywhere. Everywhere. All of these songs that we done looked at was songs that you would see in the club that would be bopping in the club. I'm just telling you. Even Joe. Now, what is it that she wants? Oh yeah. Now, what is it that she wants? Tell me what it is that she needs. Did she hear about it? You man, did you bought for me? Friend, mutual friend, something. I don't know the words. Child, I don't know the words. There was too many words. But yeah. But No More was a whole bop. A whole bop. A whole bop. Okay. Number 4. Ladies, leave your man at home. The club is full of ballers and their pockets full of grown. Now, like all the fellas, leave your girl with their friends because it's 11:30 and the club is jumping. Wasn't this the only song video that Farrah was on? I think this was the only video that Farrah was on. Was Farrah on this video? We know she wasn't on the album. Okay. But this was from the album, that second album. This second album did a lot of traction because the second album came out in 99. That was with what was the first song? Bills? Bills. I know that was on that album. Mm-hmm. Cha. Okay, this was her one and only video. Okay. Jumping. What listen, the ladies love this song. Dudes, it was all right, but child. No, was on the first album. No, wasn't on this album. This the album with Can You Pay My Bills? Can you pay my telephone bills? Can you pay my That was the second album with Jumping. Mm-hmm. Oh, she was in the Say My Name video. She wasn't in this video. Then why she on the video cover? Interesting. Oh well. I don't know why they got her on the single cover. Maybe they had already taken it before they kicked her out the group. Number 3, doesn't really matter. Listen, if you've never seen Janet Jackson perform this song on the MTV VMAs, my queen don't owe me nothing. My queen, Janet, don't owe me nothing for that performance at the VMAs. Does it really matter? Don't owe me nothing. Don't owe me nothing. It was on the Nutty Professor 2 soundtrack, and then she put it on her All For You album. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Cause I watched that video, that performance by Janet. Doesn't really matter what the eyes sing, cause I'm in love with you in a being. Doesn't really matter what they believe. What matters to me is you're in love with me. Doesn't really matter what the eyes see, cause I'm in love with you in a being. Doesn't really matter what they believe. What matters to me is you're nutty, nutty, nutty for me. These 3 words. Ow! Child. Mama did that performance. I'm sorry. Y'all ain't want no parts of Janet. Janet was in her bag. Janet was in her bag, honey. Y'all ain't want no parts of Janet, honey. None at all. Hey, Catherine Powell. Number 2, Cisco, Incomplete. Now, this song was everywhere. Cause without you, girl, my life is incomplete. Cause without you, girl, my life is This song was everywhere. Everywhere. We played this in the band. We played this in 100 that year. I think this was our first concert selection. Mm-hmm. Cha. Cha. This song was just real regular to me, but they loved it. I mean, it was everywhere. Cisco, Incomplete. And the number 1 song 25 years ago today, Erykah Badu, Bag Lady, you go hurt your back. Dragging all them bags like that. Ow! Yes! So I'm a duffel back lady. Let it go, let it go, let it go, let it go. Ow! Girl! Erykah, listen, this was the album that made me really like Erykah Badu. The first Erykah Badu album, I was just like, it's all right. But this album right here, baby, when Bag Lady came out, oh, girl. Mama did not owe me nothing, okay? Did not owe me nothing. Did not owe me nothing. She owe me nothing. Did not owe me a fuck thing. That the whole song, the beat, and it was just a chill song. Bag lady, you gon' hurt your back. Child, this song didn't owe me nothing. Didn't owe me nothing. Let's recap, y'all. Listen, listen. Now this year done came hard. Now this year came hard, y'all. Came hard. These are the top 10 R&B songs on October 18th, 2025 years ago today. Number 10, Wifey by Next. Number 9, Don't Think I'm Not by Candy. Number 8, He Wasn't Man Enough by Tony Braxton. Number 7, I Want to Know by Joe. Number 6, Case of the X by Maya. What you gonna do? Number 5, No More by Rough Ends. Number 4, Jumpin' by Destiny Skanks. Number 3, Doesn't Really Matter by Janet Jackson, my queen. Number 2, Incomplete by Cisco. And the number 1 song on October 18th, 2000 was Bag Lady. Listen, this is a strong list, y'all. I ain't gonna hold you. This was a strong list. This one of them lists that's up there now. I ain't going. This one of them. This up there in the top 5 lists we done had so far. I think 93 had one of them top 5 lists too. This is up there. Well, when I make the list, Sharice, I always end up having to remove the hip hop songs because they're not R&B. But I might do one. Maybe next time I'll do a hip hop list. Yeah, maybe next time I'll do a hip hop list. All right. I only have 3 video breakdowns today because I told you I was out at the No Kings rally and I thought I was gonna have enough time to come back and find some more videos. I just didn't have enough time. So I only have 3 video breakdowns today. I got caught in the food algorithm. Now, if you're squeamish, you may not want to watch all of these. Here's the first video.
Let's start with chicken in a jar. Fill it up with some noodles and some water right to the brim. While our dishes get cleaned, we can just pop those in just like a slow cooker. It's gonna make the juiciest chicken. It's finally ready. Let's see what we've got. Wow, everything's so clean. Come on, look at that. Wow, these are fluffy. Plate it on up. Let's get this bad boy out of here. Strain the juices first. You want to save all that. Just get our piece of chicken out here. Be careful, it is so tender. Wow. All you have to do is add that chicken right to the plate and dinner is served. I have been dying to try this chicken. This is gonna be amazing. Cheers. I am so efficient. 5 stars for me.
No salmonella for you, ma'am. Is that what we're doing now? We're using the dishwasher to cook your meals now. Is that what we're doing? Is this what we're doing now? I'm just trying to make sure I understand. We're using the dishwasher. Did you see how white that chicken was? Ain't not a drop of, ain't not a drop of seasoning on the noodles. Ain't not a drop of seasoning on that chicken. Is this where we are now? I cannot, y'all. I'm not doing this with y'all. I cannot. I told you if you're squeamish, this is not the right video breakdown. I'm just letting you know now. No, we're not playing that again, Demetria. Demetria, no. It was so awful. Well, Demetria asked for it again. Here you go, Demetria.
Let's start with chicken in a jar. Fill it up with some noodles and some water right to the brim. While our dishes get cleaned, we can just pop those in just like a slow cooker. It's gonna make the juiciest chicken. It's finally ready. Let's see what we've got. Wow, everything's so clean. Come on. Look at that. Wow. These are fluffy. Plate it on up. Let's get this bad boy out of here. Strain the juices first. You want to save all that. Just get our piece of chicken out here. Be careful. It is so tender. Wow. All you have to do is add that chicken right to the plate and dinner is served. I have been dying to try this chicken. This is gonna be amazing. Cheers. I am so efficient.
Don't blame me, blame Demetria. Demetria asked for that, y'all. Listen. I know Chef Dada is over there cringing. Cringing. It is always the people descended from the Caucasus Mountain, Catherine. Chef Dada said, go to hell, lady, go to hell. Here's another one. Is that what y'all are doing with y'all tampons? I'm just asking. So now we're using tampons to soak up the excess grease and stuff in your pot. Is that what y'all grandma's teaching y'all? The woman says she learned it from her grandma. Like, what in the entire hell? Who the fuck decided that? Oh yeah, let me just take a tampon and throw it in the fucking fryer. I mean pan. What the fuck, ladies? Are y'all using y'all tampons for that reason? I'm just asking. Janae said her grandma ain't even used tampons, so baby, you got the wrong grandma. I saw that. I said, I cannot at all. I would not, cannot, will not. And we have one more because I can't keep putting y'all through this. One more. Here's a novel idea, young man. Couldn't you have just gotten some potatoes and done that? I'm just asking. Like, wouldn't it have been much easier to actually have real potato? It ain't even like you using the flavoring from the Pringle. You added like 5 or 6 seasonings to that. I don't understand. Like, I'm trying to really understand who made these people. Like, it doesn't even make sense. Like, and here's the other part. A carton of Pringles right now probably costs as much as a damn whole 5-pound bag of potatoes. A thing of Pringles right now probably cost you is just as much as a 5-pound bag of potatoes. I don't understand. I do not understand. I do not understand. Those were our video breakdowns today. And now I need a really good meal. Anyway, it's palate cleansers time. Before we get out of here, let's see what the palate cleansers brought us today. Oh, but sir, this is family programming. So all of this, my humps, my humps, my humps, my humps. Sir, this is family programming. This is family programming, sir. Hey, lady. Again, sir, this is family programming. All of this you got going on right here, sir, family programming. Oh, wait, I can almost see what you got going on right there, sir. Sir, I could always count on the ladies to have it together. It be the men's that be all over the place. Mm. Mm. Oh, that's a lot of woman. You going fishing, sir? Can I come? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. You showing us your nipples, your areolas, your tatas? Okay. Oh. Mm. Mm. You smiling? Oh. What is that right there, sir? Do I see something right there? Hmm. Mm-hmm. Oh. Oh. Ah. What the hell is Xavier and Harold? Okay. Mm-hmm. What's behind that leaf, sir? What's behind that leaf? Mm. Okay, for the grown men today. Mm. Palate cleansers are coming through today. Come on, palate cleansers. Bust through. Again, sir. Right here. Family programming. We don't need all that. Family programming. Okay. Ah. Ooh. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Sir, and you're an older gentleman. Why is all this down here right here, sir? Sir, why is all sir, you're a man of a certain age. Can you put that away, sir? Lord. I see you not missing leg day. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yep. Yep. That's the one right there. That's the one right there, Fran. That's the one right there, Fran. Fran, that's the one right there. Right there, Fran. For all my people who like them thick and seasoned, there you go. Wait, what is this down here, sir? Sir. Wait, what is this way down here, sir? Way down there, sir. Again. Way down here, sir. What is that? Ooh. Okay. Oh. Oh, man. Put that away, man. That's just for me and you, man. Let me put that away. That is our palate cleansers. That's our show for today, y'all. Put that away, man. Everybody can't see what you got going on. They don't need to know all of that. Lord. Did y'all enjoy yourselves today? I hope you enjoyed yourself today. I enjoyed y'all. I had to rush back home, but I enjoyed y'all thoroughly. Like I said, support the platform. You could do that by clicking the QR code. We work hard for the money. Thank you for your Cash App, DM form. Thank you so much for your Cash App DM form. Thank you so much, sir. We be over here doing the Lord's work. We will be back. I don't know. We may be back tonight. Myself, Ebby, and Really B, we have to do Chasing Orlando's episode 1 and 2 review. So sometime today or tomorrow, maybe we'll try and get to it. Yeah. I think I think maybe today. I'll ask them. So anyway, I'm about to go get something to eat. I ate all day, y'all. Y'all know what I'm going to get too. Y'all know what I'm going to get. So I'm gonna do that, and then we'll be back. If we're not back for that review, for that panel sometime today or tomorrow, I'll definitely be back on Monday for Run Your Mouth. But I'm about to go lay it down or get something to eat first and then lay it down. As I always say, I love y'all. I love on y'all. Thank you all for being vocal, present, and active. Thank you for doing what you do. Thank you for any and all contributions that you make to the channel. That's certainly much obliged and much appreciated. Thank y'all so much for being here, rocking with me, all of the things that you do to support this platform. I am so grateful for it. I'm never not grateful for y'all just coming around here and listen to me blather about. All right. We'll be back on Monday with Run Your Mouth. Yeah, I'm going to go eat something, Miss Old School. I got to go eat something. So I'm going to go get me something. I'm going to use that part of that money that the Inform just sent me to go add that to the money to get me some more crabs. So going to get some seafood. Anyway, I'm about to get out of here. That's all I got for y'all. Until next time, thank y'all for coming. Y'all drive safely. I'm out. I love y'all. I will see y'all next time.